Gonna build a mountain from a little hill. Gonna build a mountain, I hope I will. Gonna build a mountain, gonna build it high. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, I only know I'm gonna try.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Planet Zoo Creations. Today we're going to be doing the Chinese pangolin habitat build. So first of all, we're going to get into the general information of the animal, and then we're going to get into the habitat build, and then at the end of the video there will be a montage. So stick around to whichever part you want, and let's get right into it. But before this video starts, I do have a slight cold. Even though it is the beginning of August right now, I have a slight cold. I don't know. I got it from a friend from me. So either way, if you hear it in my voice, I'm sorry. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the Chinese pangolin, or the Manis pentadactyla, is a critically endangered species with a population in the wild of 50,000 up to 100,000. The Chinese pangolin, or Manis pentadactyla, is a critically endangered insectivorous species native to India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Taiwan, and southern China. They are small, secretive, and slow-moving animals, their most distinguished feature being their layered armor-like keratinous scales. Chinese pangolins are between 40 and 58 centimeters long, with a tail measuring from 25 to 38 centimeters. They spend their days sleeping in their burrows and their nights foraging for ants, termites, and other insects. The main threat the pangolin faces is illegal hunting and trafficking. It is a highly desired species in traditional medicine and is heavily hunted for its scales, despite there being no evidence that these scales have any medical properties. Police often seize huge numbers of pangolin bodies and or scales from smugglers and traffickers. There are many efforts to reduce pangolin poaching, including preventive laws, education programs, rescue and rehabilitation centers for pangolins, and ranger training. However, until the demand for traditional remedies decreases, the problem is likely to remain, and the number of Chinese pangolins will continue to decrease. That is so sad, because it is actually a very cute animal. I hear a lot of people say that it's either very cute or that they're scared of it. I do think it's a very unique animal, so having this animal go away, we cannot allow this. This is a very unique, special animal, and just get the pangolins fundraiser, please. Really, I really adore this animal, and the more I know of it, I actually adore it more. So yes, let's get right into the natural habitats. So the continent is Asia. Regions: India, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Myanmar, southern China, Hainan, and Taiwan. In the biomes tropical and temperate. For the minimum habitat requirements for one adult, you need a land requirement of 182 square meters. They do not need a climbing requirement, they do not need water requirement, and they do not need deep water requirement. They need a temperature requirement from minus 12 degrees and a maximum of 42 degrees Celsius. They need a grade 2 fence that is climb proof and is higher than 2 meters tall. Species data. Social needs. Pangolins are solitary animals and spend their time alone, except during the mating season and when a mother is with her infant. Reproduction. During the mating season, male pangolins track a female by scent into her burrow, and if she is receptive, the two will mate before parting ways. The female will be pregnant for approximately 7 to 8 months, although exact times are unknown due to the secretive nature of the species. Once born, the infant remains in the burrow for the first month of its life, before starting to accompany its mother on foraging trips. It will be fully weaned at 3 months old and remain with its mother until she has another infant, usually a year later. Chinese pangolins are fully grown at 2 years old. Social group size excluding juveniles, 1 up to 3. Up to 3 males, up to 3 females, so it doesn't matter which one you actually combine, they will not fight. Male bachelor group size excluding juveniles, 1 up to 3. Female bachelor group size excluding juveniles, 1 up to 3. Dominance, none. Mating system, promiscuous. Maturation rules, gregarious. All mature offspring are tolerated in the group. Relation with humans, shy. Guest interaction, guests can enter habitat. Averages, size. For both a male and a female Chinese pangolin, the average size is 80 centimeters long. The life expectancy for both a male and a female Chinese pangolin is 13 years old, and the average weight for a average male Chinese pangolin is 5 kilograms, and the average weight for a female Chinese pangolin is 4 kilograms. If you want to read the life cycle, go ahead. Research status. Fun fact 1. Pangolins are the only mammal with scales. They are also the most trafficked animal in the world. Which I would have never guessed. If you would have said elephants, rhinos, lions, whatever, I would have believed it more than this. It is not widely known. Fun fact 2. Newborn Chinese pangolins have soft scales. They harden when the infant is 3 days old. Sorry, I was drinking a little bit. It's pretty hot here. Fun fact 3. The pangolin's tongue can be 40 centimeters in length. They use it to hunt and eat ants and termites. Fun fact 4. Pangolins do not have teeth. Instead, they swallow small stones that remain in their stomach and help grind up their food after ingestion. Fun fact 5. When threatened, pangolins will curl up into a tight ball, relying on their tough scales to protect themselves. Interspecies enrichment. The Chinese pangolin does not benefit from sharing space with other species. So either way, we're gonna pick up 3 adults and we're gonna have a land requirement of 214 square meters. So, without further ado, let's get right into the build, shall we not? So, first of all, I want to get rid of this tree. Don't know what I was doing there. That's literally a taiga tree, and we're in a region without taiga. So barriers needed climb proof and grade 2. Okay, grade 2 climb proof. Okay, then this is actually perfect, and higher than 2 meters. There we go. Might already be way too big, actually. Well, not too big, but too long. Let's see. Okay, this is 500 square meters. That's what I'm talking about. That's way too big. So because it is a very small animal, I'm thinking, let's see this. And I'm gonna need to get it all in here. 320, that's more like it. Okay. Terrain. I do wanna maybe... Would I wanna create a river? I don't know if I wanna create a river running down. Hill, that would be cool, but it needs to be shallow. It would need to be very, very shallow, first of all. That is already first thing. And this is what's gonna get them to drown. So, no. Needs to be as shallow as possible. That is basically the whole thing of this. Yeah. I would say it's pretty shallow, but it's actually not. That is much better. That is as shallow as you can get, but however, that will be the base, you know? That will be basically whatever. Now let's get this down a little. Because I do think that a mountain like this is pretty nice. Comes up like a little bit over here. But then it's still pretty much accessible for them. Something like this is exactly the build that I'm going for. Okay, let's get the animal in here. It looks perfectly natural build. Here we can have an habitat enclosure. So let's see what I can do. Gonna be working on my minimalistic skills. What will we do? 2 females? I think that might be the best thing we could do. Now let's move them into the zoo. Ying Xiong, Chun Tao, and Mai Hui? Let me know if I butchered any of those names. I'm trying my best. There is the first one. They need hard shelter, so let's get right into the basic needs for the animal now. So first off, the terrain. You need less long grass, which I get. I wouldn't like it either if it was this much. So definitely for such a small animal, you know. Anyways, a little bit of soil here might not be too bad. A little bit of sandy area with some rock in it. Okay, that looks pretty decent. Maybe a little bit too much sand here. Anyways. They're walking around here. Okay, so hard shelter. Next up, habitat. Can you swim? Wow, okay, so you do need to swim in some areas. Well, that's not bad. But yeah, they have some water, yeah, but definitely much more space around it. That still isn't in water, so... Anyways, sleep, hot shelter species, Chinese pangolin. You can also easily avoid the water, by the way. I see. You can have an animal burrow. Okay. That is not too bad. Oh my lord, that is a little bit too big, I'm afraid, for you guys. So I will just keep it at a hard shelter, an animal burrow, if you don't mind. Because you guys, that's perfect for you guys, right? I think so. Maybe this, I don't know. Thing is, I think it's already a little bit too big, but hey, we can place it and see if it fits in the enclosure. No, nah, it's too big. Let's just keep an animal burrow and let's get into the plants, because this would also get into the square meters. So plants are up next. So we need continent Asia and biome, temperate and tropical. The first thing I get is African oil palms. Well, no.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, that is pretty big. Very sweet banana palm. And of course, we gotta get the cherry blossom trees in there. That is a must.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it definitely doesn't look bad, but it's a little bit to open. I need more, you know, I need something. I need something that can fill it up a bit in these sorts of areas. What? No way. Aha, some reeds. That's also what I was looking for. Do we not have other reeds? Cattail reeds. Just checking. So, okay. Also gonna be using these mossy rocks, don't worry about it. We have a lot. And that is Asia for you.
Yeah.
Asia has a lot of nice stuff. Definitely not done. I still need to make some stuff, but it's already looking something like I want it. Oh. It's a little bit too much, apparently. Yeah, the coverage is like, yeah, it is quite a lot. That's not gonna have helped much, no. Space is also like a little bit getting cramped up, so do they also make like these, not fart, I wouldn't call them farting noises, but like they do make like some sort of noise, like a pig. It's not farting, how do you call it, like snoring? I guess snoring then. It's already a little bit better. See, they snort a little bit. It is kind of cute, it is. I want it perfect 100% because they still like it though. Alright, that's it. That's literally it. Alright. I could maybe like start a little bit of that, but I think we'll keep it at that much coverage. Definitely doesn't look bad, but what I can fill it up with now is the rocks that I was talking about. Because it's such a small, because it is literally such a small animal and build, you're literally not gonna get a lot of place to do a lot, so... But hey, that's the fine art, like, there's fine challenges in Planet Zoo for every animal. It's not always the same, and I like that a lot. That it's not the same for every animal, because that would be boring, you know? It would be too boring. Well, let's see, what do they think? Environment's still decent, okay. Terrain is just about. It's literally inch perfect, so let's keep it at that. Then what I also want to do is check for a second. Hold on, the enrichments are coming. I know you're hungry. Is where you can run actually. Traversable area. You can walk around here. Can walk pretty much everywhere. Okay, that is exactly what I needed to see. Thank you. Now we're gonna go into the enrichments of the habitat. Food enrichment, the forage box, and I totally forgot about that. I forgot that they were quite possibly gonna like this, so yeah. What I can do is extend it, but not like that. No, not that much. I can't do that much. Hold on. I love how they're sleeping right there. Okay, that's fine. That is actually really fine. There we go. Then we just have created a little way like this. That's perfect. Okay, anyways, now that this is here, I'm gonna need to look. Oh, there you are. Terrain and everything, that's perfect now, but okay. I do want to make it perfectly. Okay. Now the thing is, we also have some more spots here to place stuff, so let's use that to our advantage. Okay, that's perfect. So I did replace this, so I might just put it there now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The rest, everything is still looking good. Now, okay. Everything is fine. On terrain-wise. Okay, then we're gonna move on further to enrichment, so it's a slow feeder. And I definitely want to put this over here somewhere. Then a termite mound. Traversable area, okay. This is accessible. Yes. Accessible and accessible. Perfect. And then towards enrichment, a cardboard box, a gift box, herbivore scent maker, a rubber duck, rubbing pads, And most important, the sprinkler, of course. Okay, so that's everything set up in the build. Hope you guys are gonna like it, and that you think it's as beautiful as I think that it is. And so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for this build. I hope you guys enjoyed, and then I will see you all in the next build. But first of all, enjoy this montage of the Chinese pangolin. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Alright everyone, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and then I will see you all in the next video.